All right, so what's going on, everybody? This is SJG. Welcome to HBC. Sit up a little bit. I'm sitting with a dignitary, talking here with Mayor Brandon Scott of Baltimore, Maryland. Mayor, this is year 4 for you guys?
Yeah, we're in a digital year too, so yeah.
Right. Yeah, no doubt. And I know we talked the first year that you guys had it here, and everything was bright, new, and shiny. And 4 years later, how has CIAA impacted Baltimore? How has Baltimore impacted the CIAA?
Listen, you've heard me say this a lot, right? But you're really talking about a match made in black heaven, right? Where you have the black excellence and history of the CIAA, the schools, these institutions that have been putting black excellence out into the world and into the world of sports, right? For generations, decades upon decades, right? And then you have this beautiful black city known as Baltimore, that we know what Baltimore means to black history, right? Understanding that there would be no equal education opportunities if there weren't for a young black man from Baltimore by the name of Thurgood Marshall. When you merge those two together, during Black History Month, you get black excellence that you wouldn't get anywhere else. And it's been a blessing to us in the city. Obviously, we appreciate at a time when our tourism is normally slow to now see all of the revenue increases, but it's much more than about that. And it's much more than about a tournament. For me, the best thing is what I see. Those young athletes and people from those schools who are now coming here and seeing businesses and getting offered jobs. Our student athletes, our students being offered acceptances to the HBCUs in the CIAA right there on the spot. But the family reunion, the neighborhoods are impacted, the people are impacted, but also people are really coming together and understanding that, especially in this moment, we have to be proud of our blackness and stand up together. So it's been a blessing to the city of Baltimore and a blessing, I hope, to the CIAA as well.
As we look forward, you guys have it for one more year, for sure.
Yeah.
At least for one more year. You're on contract for one more year. Bids are coming up pretty soon this April, so obviously, it's in a city. It's a multi-person decision and things like that. But moving forward, how do you see the relationship going? I mean,
well, we listen. I'm look directly in the camera when I say this. We don't ever want the CIAA to leave Baltimore, and in this particular moment, we think that we're the perfect fit because of where we sit in the country, in the world, because of what we're going to invest in, and know that this is not just some transactional deal, that this is family, that we're going to stand up and stand with the CIAA no matter who's attacking it, that we're going to invest in the student athletes, in the schools direct, so that they know the love. We want everyone in the CIAA to feel the best love that you can get, and that's black Baltimore Charm City love. We don't want them to go. We're going to put our best foot forward, and we'll see what goes. But we want you all to be here in Black Baltimore for Black History Month forever and forever.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think one of the things that I personally have noticed in the years that it's been here is in previous stops, from a media personality, there would be narratives that would be kind of try to be baked around the CIAA, much like narratives have been tried to be baked around Baltimore.
Yes, sir.
And every year when we leave and I go back to North Carolina, I never hear any negative stories. It seems like everything that is involved with CIAA is positive here. Why do you think that has been the case?
Well, listen, because when you're a black city and you're talking about black institutions, we know that folks try to make us out to be the boogeyman, right? And if it's a black college thing, that it has to be frowned upon because they're going to be this, or it's in a black city, and we have the responsibility to ourselves and to each other to really push back on that. And I think that relationship has grown in that way. We're not perfect, and no one says that we ever are, but when you look at the history we've made, even from doing things of having 2 record-setting years of reducing homicides and violence in the city of Baltimore, we're moving in the right direction, and we know that these schools are moving in the right direction, and we just want to continue to do that. And it's about working together to tell the true story of what the CIAA in Baltimore is and will continue to be.
No, I think that's such a great point, because I was going to touch on that. I've been, just seeing about the crime reduction that you guys have had just overall in the city. Again, it's never been a problem here, and I've been here for every year. It's never been a problem here during the event, but just to see what you guys are doing overall in the city, I just want to give you your flowers for that, just as the leader of a city, and as a millennial, and all of that, and all of the challenges that I know that can come with that, just to see what you guys are doing in Baltimore. I think CIAA is great, but no matter what no matter what happens with that, I just think I want to commend you and what you guys are doing to making this place, really to be what it can be. We know there will be other cities bidding as well, but it just seems like there's a mesh here, and everything kind of seems to
Listen, Old Bay and Crabs, Baltimore and the CIAA, they match together perfectly, and we just want to continue that partnership so that we can help this black excellence grow here and throughout the country.
Yeah, and it seems like, again, whatever happens with the CIAA going forward, you guys have set a standard. It seems like, the businesses and, everyone's been great here. Every year that I've been here, the hospitality seems like the event as a whole has grown. Have you guys seen that too, as well as just the community?
We see it. We know that our business, black-owned businesses, like we have a black-owned restaurant to a board. We can see everyone wearing the collegiate lux, a black-owned business here in Baltimore that's making apparel for all of the schools and people wearing that proudly. It has a deep impact on so many people, in particular black businesses and black people in Baltimore, which is one of the many reasons why we wanted to stay here, because it's us supporting us, something that we know hasn't always been the case.
No doubt about it. Well, look, he is Mayor Brandon Scott of Baltimore, Maryland, doing a great job with the city overall and being a great host in the CIAA. I'm SJG, HBCU Gameday, and the ball will soon be in the CIAA's court, and we'll see how they decide to handle things. But I appreciate you as always,
sir.
Mr. Mayor.
Anytime, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Anytime.
Yes, sir.